Welcome to part 2 of Visual Basic 2008 in Visual Studio Basics, Tricks and Tips. Now, if you haven't yet watched part 1, you'll need to watch this if you're a beginner, because this won't make sense to you at all. But if you want to just jump straight ahead, what we've pretty much done so far is we have added our buttons, text boxes, web browser, and customized our form. Now we're going to be doing some basic coding. Now, we're going to need to double click the button that we're going to be coding. So this is the back button, and we're going to be typing in web browser 1.navigate go okay, sorry about that. Go back. Web browser 1.go back. Now, then we're going to be clicking forward and doing the same thing, web browser 1.go forward. So very similar. And you're going to need to do that with home. If you don't want it to, if you don't want the web browser to go to the Windows Explorer home, Internet Explorer home, then you can do this, which is what I'm going to be doing today. Navigate, brackets, quotation marks, HTTP, you need that. When it underlines, that means you can start entering the site, which I'm going to do google.com. Okay, and then instead of having the home page as for Internet Explorer as AOL, it's going to be Google. And for refresh, web browser 1.refresh. For go, web browser 1.navigate text box 1.text. No need for the quotation marks, because if you put quotation marks, it will navigate to text box 1.text and not the text in text box 1. And then stop, which is the same as go back, which is web browser 1.go back. Okay, so that is the basic coding. You can now test it out. Okay, so we'll go home, and there we go, Google. Now we can go to YouTube and we'll click go. Okay, and then we can go back, forward, refresh the page, stop it, and so on. Okay, so that is just the basic coding. Now we're going to be customizing it a little bit more, making it more attractive, and things like that. Okay, so close out of that. Now we're going to not really be making it more attractive or customizing it or adding code, sorry, but we will be adding things like a menu strip. So a menu strip, add one of them now. This will go to the top here, which is okay. All we need to do is lower these. Put these down a little bit. Like this. So we're going to be adding file. And then website. No, we're not. File. Widgets, login, and that's all we're going to be adding in now, but we won't really be doing some of the advanced things here because this is just a beginner's tutorial. Now we're going to be double clicking file, or sorry, not double clicking, just click file and enter close. Actually, make a make an extra one called web browser, and move that before widgets. So we're going to need file, close, yeah, we'll just leave it closed right now. We wouldn't really need anything else, and we'll do web browser back, forward, home, refresh, go, stop, and then suggested sites. So we'll just add in a couple here, YouTube and Google, and we'll add one more, Yahoo. Okay, then widgets, we'll just do notepad and protect, and then login, log in. Okay, so what we've got here is we've got file. There isn't much in file right now, just close, because we don't really need anything else. We've got web browser, back, forward, home, refresh, go, stop, and suggested sites, which pops out there. We've got widgets, notepad, and protect, and then login, login. But we won't be really doing login that much. It'll just be like a side bar add-on kind of thing where you can log into a third form. But for now, we're going to just do the basics, which is close. Now, you do it instead of doing form 1, which is what this is called here. You're going to be doing me if it is the form you're closing. If you had a second form and you wanted to close the second form from form 1, then you would do form 2 dot close. But because we're in form 1, we're going to be doing me. Okay, then we're going to be doing web browser, and you can just copy and paste the code from up here if you're too lazy to type it in. And web browser 1 dot go forward, web browser 1 dot navigate, because I'm using Google, web browser 1 web browser 1 dot navigate. Like I was saying before, make sure it doesn't have the quotation marks, because it will be navigating to text box 1.txt and not the text in text box 1. And then suggested sites. So we're going to be doing the same thing as the web browser, go home, but we'll just be changing it to youtube.com. Same with Google, it's already Google, and then Yahoo. Okay, now we're going to be going to widgets, and we won't be needing these right now, or login. But we will be needing to create a new project, Windows form. So, sorry, I shouldn't have done that. Click on project and then go add Windows form. Now, just make sure it's form2.vb and create the form. Okay, this is all for part 2. Watch part 3 when we will be doing the notepad and a few more tricks.